Unsung Hero. Hello everybody, it's Tom here from the Company Code. I hope you're all well today. Today we are going to discuss a recent event that happened at a football match. As you all know, I'm a big football fan. I love football, I like playing it, I like watching it. Soccer to my American friends out there. I also, as much as I love it, there's a couple of aspects I really dislike about football. One of them is the amount of money that's involved in the game. I feel as though it has spoiled it. You know, when you're talking millions and millions of pounds, it's not right. And then two, hooliganism. I do not stand for hooliganism. I do not believe that violence is the answer. Yes, there are rivalries in football, massive rivalries. It is territorial, very. There are rival fans, there are songs about each other, there may be some tomfoolery, some banter, some taking the mickey out of each other. But at the end of the day, just because someone supports a rival team doesn't give you the right then to wage war on them. And I know a lot of my friends who are non-football fans would absolutely agree with that, and I agree with it too. It's something I'd never stand for. It's something I don't accept, okay? However, recently at a European football match in Holland, the Netherlands, an English team known as West Ham United were playing a team called AKL Alkmaar. The game finished in a West Ham win. It was a semi-final of a cup, and West Ham now are in the final. Obviously, the players had their friends and family watching them from the stands. A group of what we call ultras, probably not real football fans, probably just people that go to games to fight, basically moved from one side of the stadium to the other. The security wasn't strong enough, and they literally ran towards the West Ham supporters stand. So when I say the supporters, I mean like the friends and family of the players, those who'd gone to watch the team play, who were related to them. We're talking about young children, women here, and all manner. They went with the sole intention to start a fight, to cause a riot. Thankfully, a small group of West Ham supporters stepped up and were counted, and one such man by the name of Chris Knoll, who's known as his friends as Knowlesy, stepped forward. This man, probably in his mid-50s, maybe even his early 60s, I'm not entirely sure, stood at the top of the stand along with a couple of other fans and held off entourage of rival fans trying to get into the stand. He got punched in the face, punched in the body, his eye was blacked. He stopped those women and children in the stand from getting hurt. He put himself on the line. Now, since this, there's been a lot of attention on social media. There's been a lot of praise for the man, and he has said, and I quote, "I'm not a hero, I'm just doing what anyone else would have done." Whether you consider yourself a hero or not, matey, the fact of the matter is, you put yourself out for your fellow man, for your fellow human being. You put yourself out. You were selfless in what you did. There are not many people in this day and age who would risk their own safety for others. So whether you consider yourself a hero or not, that is a tag that will follow you around from now on. And as a football fan, not a West Ham fan, I'm an Aston Villa supporter, but as a football fan, I applaud you. I applaud you for your bravery, because at the end of the day, that could have ended quite badly for you. But it didn't. Your courage and your bravery to stand up and be counted when the odds were stacked against you stopped others suffering. You're a good man, and while you don't want the tag of hero, you are very much an unsung hero, perhaps. So as I said, the start of this week, I spoke about how we should never ever look up to idols. We shouldn't put people on pedestals. This man doesn't want to be on a pedestal. He just wants to just see it as he was doing what anyone else would do. But ultimately, we have to recognise when somebody puts themselves out for someone else, almost at the detriment of themselves, almost where, you know, he could have seriously been injured or worse. He was injured. But his injury was scant consolation for probably what could have happened to the others in that stand had the rival fans got hold of them. So, Chris Knoll, it's unlikely you're going to be listening to this, but I'm going to say this. Well done. And what a man, a nice one. This is my third and final video of the week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent here on my channel. Thank you kindly. Third and final video of 3. Put down in the comment section below, are you aware of this? Are you understanding that, you know, this man put himself out in ways that like many would do? And some would say he was after attention, some would say he was doing it for the wrong reasons. No, he was doing it for the right reasons. He was trying to protect those who were vulnerable, who were part of his fellow fan base, and in doing so he sustained injuries. He got hurt, really hurt. You could see from his face the way he got punched and stuff. He held off over 12 men at one stage on his own. I mean, that's incredible. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below, leave me a thumbs up, a like, and let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know my next content's out. I will be back next week, as always, with another 3 videos. But until then, guys, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent here on my channel. Take care of yourselves and bye for now.